Are the Amish allowed to use chainsaws? So like everything else, it depends on your community rules. In my older Amish community, we were allowed to use chainsaws to cut down trees, to cut firewood, cut lumber and building materials for building houses, barns, etc. Now, my cousins lived up in Ashland, Ohio, another older Amish community, just a little bit stricter than us. They were not allowed to have chainsaws up there, but they were allowed to have small 5-horse, engines with a rope start, similar to a chainsaw, just not a chainsaw. When it came to bigger engines for like powering a hammer mill grinder for grinding feed or a hay baler, they were not allowed to have an electric start where you had a 12-volt battery and you had to push the button to crank the engine and start it. They were not allowed to have that, or a key. We were allowed to have that in our community as well. We turned the key and then pushed the button, and we would start our engine to start our hay baler, to power a hay baler or feed grinder. They had to have a hand crank engine on theirs. When they went to cut cut firewood, they had to use a cross-cut saw to cut down their tree, one person on either side, or an axe, and then cut it into manageable sized logs. Then they had another saw, which is like a giant circular saw blade, about 4 foot. And it had a table you'd put the log on, and you'd push the log into that blade, and it would cut it into firewood-shaped pieces. So they had a lot of extra work, and when they went to build houses and stuff, they had to cut everything with the hand saws. I was always glad I didn't live up there. God bless you all. Stay safe. By the way, that's my bird. That's Beard Ironsides.